All right, Grand Rising, welcome back. So I was just thinking about something because I'm not quoting it exactly, right? But it just felt so funny, like I said, about the comparison with the Miss Jackson, okay? And the fact that she said something along the lines of installing cameras in the cabinets, if I'm not mistaken, okay? If I'm not mistaken, because that she installed cameras in the cabinets of her children so she can see what they were doing for whatever reason. Okay. I just remember cameras in cabinets. You can, if I'm mistaken, right? Because I don't feel like going through all the way through that video to try to find out which one it was that I heard this, but it just sparked something. I remember cabinets and cameras. And I thought it was really funny considering the fact that now these people don't have to be the same people. I just said that they resemble each other. Okay. And I know that I think that this woman may have taken the bar. I think that she may have something to do with a legal. I'm pretty sure I heard something like this when it comes to Lady Janice. Okay. From Unpacked. And so I thought it was really funny because there's just always been this very uncomfortable feeling. Okay. So, I mean, not that anybody's business or whatever, but you know how you might walk around the house in a towel or something like this. And I just remember, throughout this time here, especially after hearing her say that, because she has this way of saying things that I know that she knows that I know. Do you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like to embarrass someone. And then sometimes going and saying, well, we'll talk about that on the other channel or on another platform or whatever. Right. If they go too far with comments. But I thought it was really funny about the fact that I felt like I was being watched and I was in the shower and it's just something about that time frame when she started talking about somebody. Why would you do that in the shower and nobody wants to see so I just thought it was very funny about that. Okay. And the fact that I feel like there's something going on with a conservatorship. There's something going on with governing people here. Okay. Governing people here. Same thing with the patent. It's something, either she knows somebody that owns a patent, maybe somewhere where it's just something. Okay. Maybe even in my location or it's just something there. Right. And then it's just funny because I feel like there's this instance where I know for a fact that this woman is connected to someone that I can communicate with telepathically. Right. I know for a fact it's either Scorpio, Gemini, both, or the Taurus. Because I'm not getting any straight. If you talk to the Taurus, there's nothing, absolutely nothing. But I just feel like there's something strange. I just feel like there's some connection between this Taurus, which is supposed to be my husband for the past 20 something years. I feel like it's just been some kind of scandal. And I feel like these people, I just get I don't know why I was about to say red herring. I don't think that's what I want to think. But I just get this energy here of these people working behind the scenes. And whatever they're doing is trying to hurt me. Somebody is trying to hurt someone like me. Okay. They're allowing these particular things to happen to certain people like me. For some reason. And I feel like this was a way to defile, like maybe even these people have a connection. They've been working together all this time because I told you guys, there's some strange there's something that has happened to me or my family or something that has to do that I'm blocked off for. Let's just use that as a term. I'm blocked off 100%. There's no real visuals or anything like that. But there's a sense of Gnosticism. There's a sense of knowing about this, knowing that there is a conflict of there's something here. And so I was just watching Tucker Carlson, like a clip or whatever, and he said something about some party that they were going to be having. Okay. Now I can't remember what weekend. I'm trying to figure out what day was that I was in Chicago. No, when was I in Washington? I was trying to get the date of that birthday party because I felt like there was something strange that happened both times when I've been at a hotel within the past 3 weeks. Okay. Maybe a brief meeting. I woke up with this dream of this. And yet yes, we had separate rooms, but my door was open when I woke up. And I had a really bad, it's just something that's going on here that's it's like stealth mode. Goodness, it's like stealth mode. But I thought it was because this would be a way to say you're spying on your children. Okay? It's very strange that I'm not no mastermind when it comes to tax documents and all these other things like this, but I didn't understand why that tax paper with that child tax credit came to my home and said that there was 2 children here. It doesn't seem to be a typo. Maybe I don't know about these documents, but I think that somebody's taking advantage of the fact that I'm not really savvy with these particular things. And there's just a sense and I believe these people know that I can't afford a private eye detective and all of these things. It's kind of like they've kept me in this. I'm frustrated because of it, because I consider myself to be someone who can see, is pretty intelligent and all these things. So I don't like people trying to get over on me. I don't like that. And I just feel like there's some connection here. Why did this happen? Why was I in contact with these people? What was it to do? Was it to bring in some type of connection that would be valuable to me, and then to take it away from me, to hurt me and make me feel? Was it for me to talk about it publicly and make it seem like I'm crazy? Because that's what people like to, not people, but person likes to throw in my face. And it's bothersome to me, because it's almost like I can sense this hovering, spying energy, and mainly in my kitchen, in my bathroom, in my bedroom. Okay. And so for somebody to say, oh, and I found a creative way, and then the smirky smiles that the men in the room had on their face, like when she said that, it wasn't a look like, oh, that's so cute with your children. And usually men don't react like, oh yeah, or like, they don't react like that when you talk about children. I'm not going to say that they can't, but I'm just in a courtroom with the energy that this man was giving off. It just seemed like they knew that we're talking about something else here. Now, just because these people share a very similar phenotype or look or features doesn't mean they're kin. Could they be? I don't know. You see what I'm saying? I know that there's a lot of acts that go on when it comes to, what we see, right? I just find it real funny about the whole Biden situation, saying that about somebody going and saying this. It's like someone's had a preview into my mind's eye, or in my life, or time travel, or something of this nature here. Something very strange. I felt that very, very strange, because the thing is he went to go get this test done for blood pressure. And I don't even know why he even had to do that, because he was out because of something else. Okay. So to have to get that, and then to actually pass it with the numbers that they needed, but then the doctor say, I'm sorry, it's against the protocol to give you the paperwork right now. And he's like, what do you mean? The numbers are the numbers. And she's like, well, I still just can't, I could lose my job. When he came back and told me that, I knew that this was some type of personal attack. Right? I feel like whatever was happening with him, I feel like it's like an invasive invasion energy, like people messing with people's minds or spirit or something here. And it's almost like he was already out for long enough, right? Now this could get very dangerous, because again, for some reason, bank accounts are dwindling very low around here. People are making jokes about maybe or going to luxury hotels, matter of fact, somebody, when I was looking for my hotel, he hadn't looked for a hotel, but I was going to go away for the weekend. And then he said, yeah, nobody had, I said something about like laughing it off about Trump Tower. And then he said, nobody had $430 something for no room. And I said, well, how the hell do you know? Now, this person had been having spirits that night, drinking or whatever. And I said, well, how do you know? Because I had actually did look a little while before that. I said, well, how do you know how much a hotel room cost there? Well, I don't know. I just guessed or whatever. Oh, no, you didn't. And he said, no, I'm just joking. To make another joke and said, well, that's where I used to go when I was on my secret flights and everything. And we used to, go into the here and this and that. And actually, that's where R. Kelly's girlfriends used to live. Right. And I'm like, really? And he said, yeah, that's where they used to live, back whenever something happened or whatever. So, and I thought that was very strange. I thought that was very strange, including the fact that I think it's the Intercontinental that's next to that building, and how I was drawn over to that watchtower to pick. It's like when I go places, I pick up on things. And I was drawn to go to that watchtower. I had seen that watchtower, I believe, on the way in, but something drew me over there, and because they were packing up the car, and I just started walking, and they didn't even know where I went. And so again, it just so happens that it was there. And then I noticed the three kings on the side of that building here. Okay. But I don't know why I'm here and I do not stay at the Intercontinental. And then we have that, I believe it's, there was something else on the side of that building. I mean, I love that building, by the way, the architecture of it and lions and stuff. But anyways, I don't know if it's like a Sumerian or what's the other name, starts with an M. Okay, can't think of it right now. But I thought it very strange. You see what I'm saying? Because you also know that this is why they call it spirits, because I think that this is when entities can borrow a vessel. I feel like somebody was tapping in and messing with some type of spell, some kind of witchcraft or sorcery when it comes to this person's energies, what brought out very abusive. See, this is what I'm saying. It feels like somebody's trying to sneak out the back door after doing something that is very violating and very illegal. Something that could get somebody caught up in a lawsuit. Do you see what I'm saying? A whole group of people. And it would freak me out to know if I'm sleeping in the same house with one of these individuals. Waking up with doors unlocked in your house and nobody unlocked them. It's just a very, it's a not safe feeling. And it feels like some switch has been flipped maybe today, but it's very uneasy. It's like not so fucking fast. Have you tarnished my name? Have you tarnished my blood? It's also this energy. Yeah, there's a lot of, there's somebody that has been a friend of mine on Facebook for a while. I think it's 𝘲 or something like this. Okay. And I felt like this energy of this person, I don't know, trying to tap into my energy maybe, or trying to relay something to me about him being in my energy. But I just don't respond to, unless you ask me a question about something that I posted, I don't really respond to personals in messages. So I think he's been all like really posting. I went online today and it showed up my feed. He's really been posting stuff about, his bloodline and genealogy. Now, we all in the indigenous community have been doing this for a long time, but it's kind of like somebody was saying, got it. It's kind of like a lot of these men with this meta energy, and there's something about visuals here that I'm getting. Okay. And it just makes me think that there's a lot of men out there that have been mad because they may have been trying to contact me through some kind of communication. And I'm ignoring them because I just am. And there's only one connection that felt really genuine to me, and that ended with the 𝐵 air or Clareport. Okay, so What I'm saying here is I think at one point in time, I felt, now this could have been maybe not necessarily true, but at one point in time, I could have sworn that this friend maybe with their location, because, when you click on somebody's page or whatever, it usually says where they're from. But I mean, maybe he's always been in the UK, but I feel like, at first, I don't think I thought it was like a Caribbean location. Okay. And because his accent, and I could have sworn that it was a Caribbean location that was his location at first. I didn't know that this friend, this Facebook friend or associate was from the UK. So it's almost there's some hunt for some royal bloodlines or DNA. And then there's this energy of, the Tasha She energy. Because I kicked her out of my group because I felt like she was spying and going back, and there was just some funny business going on with her and the moon. And it's just like, have all these people been conspiring against me? And did they contact this husband of mine? You know what I'm saying? 10 years ago, 15 years ago, not that long ago. And has there been, things going on? It makes me want to look at somebody's fucking past vacation logs to see, because I would know when you were on vacation here, but how many other vacation days have you had, and where did you spend them, and what is this? Because it's very funny that invitation came out about tomorrow, and just so happens that I feel his energy. I feel like something was going on with flighty energy. He was going around here acting. It was a lot of shit going. He was going through it. I thought he was possessed. Okay, I'm telling you, I'm waking up in the middle of the night with somebody standing over me, kicking me and stuff like this, and all the windows in the house being open, and him speaking in tongues. Do you hear what I'm saying? This is why I can't be like, so it ruined the marriage, because the intimacy level, I just can't go there, because I was just checking this shit out. Like, what is going on here? Why the fuck is you standing over me like that? And so is this something that these people trying to sneak out the back door with some shit that you done traumatized my whole, and not even after that, you done left a train wreck, and you done left it. So it's really seems unrepairable, and maybe even introduce this person, and now alter their personality in a sense. And now, so is this was a whole thing to just come in, take, sabotage, maybe change some of my destiny or some of my, I don't know. I'm just telling you, this just is sounding it's just very weird to me. Right. And so I feel like he was settling down here, but feeling very bored. But as a woman, you see what I'm saying? I'm not accusing anybody, but I'm just saying, because I pick up on energy, and I'm getting used to this now within the past 2 years. I'm coming into this ascension, and these things, awareness and stuff is picking up. And I don't like to really normally say anything unless I'm very accurate. But when it's somebody close to you that you care about, that you could never imagine, you don't want to miss out on something that could fuck you up because you care about somebody. So past. No, I'm just like, oh, are you okay? Are you, I know we not really whatever, but it seemed like you missing something. Okay. And so it's like, almost like, but it's almost like I've already lost, like source already prepared me for this whatever this loss is. And it's almost like something bound to happen, but it would have never happened without this. Somebody might say it's from God, but I'm saying, is this the Lord God playing around with people's life and their destiny, or some kind of corporation or something like that? And so I'm just like, okay, I sense something here. I just don't know. Okay. But he settled down and everything for the past couple of weeks, and really wasn't acting all flighty and running out of the house without saying, I'm telling you, if you listen to that song, Stranger in My House, that's what it was. That's what this whole energy has been within this past 2 years or so. Okay. For the most part, it was with me. For the past couple months, him. Okay. And so then but it's almost like somebody was twisting his arm about something. I could feel he was under pressure about something that he didn't want or could not say, or took an oath not to talk to me about it, or whatever it would be. And or there's nothing. See, allegedly. So we're gonna, let's just clear it up. Or there's nothing. But I'm just telling you how I'm usually correct. And so, it's like, okay, so you're going back. And so it's like, okay, randomly today, oh, I'm going back to my doctor. Now the doctor, it got to be about 25 doctor's appointments in the past 3 months since Christmas, because that's when he got, whenever the problem was. Okay. So now something been telling me, ask him what type of doctor. So I'll say, oh, what, like a witch doctor you going to or something, like, haha. Oh, please. I'm just, okay. And another name they mentioned, right? As soon as they mentioned that this person was going to be showing up at this party, and she's not even supposed to be able to attend something like this, right? It made me think of another girl, 𝑦𝑒𝑗 okay? These women know way too much about my info. Like, there's not that much psychic in the world, even with me being with my level, right? There's not that much psychic in the world. Now, this which makes me think that people are messing with your crown or corona, your crown chakra, okay? Or fluids or something here. Somebody is messing with something here. This invasion feels the same way that the invasion felt with the dynamic of my family when it comes to this dynamic of my father and his common law girlfriend, and when he got with his new wife, which I called at that point in time the evil stepmother, because there's always been something very off about her. Right. So phenotype, all these things again is matching up with Fauci. So also this one of these fellas that they brought up and put in a position for a brief moment. I can't remember what his name is. That was a speaker for he showed up for a brief moment. Damn. And I wish I could remember what it was for. But when I seen his face and I realized that her son had been in the military and he moved like to Utah or moved somewhere off. Okay. A while back, like over the summer, they were talking about how he's going to be moving, and, he was very not, it was just something. Okay. It was just, he was very like, when we were younger, very kind of like, poking fun at, names, like, he knew my name, but he would play with like Shaquita, shit like that I didn't like. And then my dad would say, oh, sometimes you just got to ignore stuff. And I said, oh, no, sometimes I got to get the fuck up out of here. I would be making a bottle because I was, living there with my child. And I would be making a bottle, and his wife would come in and turn off the lights in the middle of the night. Get out of the bed, come in there, turn off the lights, and going back in her room while I'm pouring a bottle. It's shit like that. Because if I could tell my life story, I'm just telling you. There's been a military, now this is no offense towards my family or anything, but a military boyfriend after we left here and went to Texas, right? Because it feels like something about that, my mom needed to get away or whatever, but he went off to Iraq and came back. And me and my sister were home from school watching cartoons, and he actually jumped through the window with his army gear on, muddy boots and everything, and had a gun. And we were held there because, he wanted to go back with my mom or something like this. And they were broke. We didn't know the whole thing or whatever, but this is some incident that happened or whatever. It's just, and then we had to run away and go live at her friend's house for a little. It's just shit like this that's always occurred that I'm like, what is this? And so it's like, now in my family dynamic, everything is cool. Never really even had a fucking argument. You see what I'm saying? Never really, probably one argument that went really there. And then to all this turmoil in the past 2 years, this was a psychological attack. This was something that happened here. And so now that he's telling me, well, I don't have this and I don't have, and I'm thinking, damn, we just sold a house. So it made me think about the whole thing about, the storyline in the house when they said you sold that property or whatever. You said that you gave half of it to, and you didn't do that to this man and his wife or whatever. And it just makes me wonder, what else don't I fucking know? Because now this event is supposed to be taking place on the same day that after being out of work since Christmas, now you get to go back to work. And I have been asking him, I said, this feels like, are you sure that's all they said? Are you sure this, and that? Well, let me call them. You want me to call them? And it's almost like I can feel something happen here. Somebody traveled here. Something happened. Something fucking happened. Same way he went walking one day and a fucking helicopter came into the fucking neighborhood within a certain time where he could have been in that area and pulled the fuck up over here in this neighborhood. Do you get what I'm saying? And drop something off or something crazy. This is the shit that's been going on. And so you mean to tell me now you done went back and everything is fine now since the past 4 days, I felt like you've been off somewhere. Now, it don't have to be like it's an affair. This could just be, again, some type of meetings that are happening because these people are working against me for whatever reason. Like, who am I then? Shit, I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Who want to help me find out who the fuck I am and who these people are? Because I'm just starting to question everything. And it seems nobody wants to offer any help. Nobody, it's almost like everybody else knows but me. And everybody's they're looking and silently trying to walk away and sneak away. It's like this may not even be any kind of thing like this. This may be like some type of vow or something that has been taken. It might be something to do with something, well, you get back with me and then do this or whatever, and you could get some money or something. But maybe this person signed up with something. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm getting. Either this is my story or somebody close to me. And and then now that they signed it or whatever or something, now they can and then the separation here with us, so it makes it easier because I've never wondered about this person. I've never wanted to look at their phone, never, anything like this. And it's just like, yeah. It's not even about an affair or any kind of anything like this. It's about betrayal is what I'm looking at. It's about a betrayal here that I'm feeling more than anything. Like somebody came in to be a mentor to this person to do a job, but it seemed almost like these people are trying to take the crown or take something that a destiny or some kind of something that belongs to me, or I'm at least supposed to be a part of it. And this feminine energy is replicating the old me. Oh man, that sounds like that Kanye song, the old fucking me. When he said, I miss the old, it's not the old me, but it's when he said, I miss the old one. You see what I'm saying? So again, stranger in my house. Listen to that song. And it's like, and I just wonder if there's other people in the world or in whatever that have experienced shit like this. And, if we should be saying something about it or not. But now they're putting all these things in place where you can't even say what you want to say. And so it's strange. And then I'm hearing something about masks or something again. But I thought they just quit the vid. They said that they quit the vid, I thought, not too long ago. So, and I'm also hearing, again, this is just alleged through a report through a fellow YouTuber that, I was upset about seeing the White House how it was. And, all of a sudden now they're saying that everything has been taken down and you can see the White House now. And I'm just thinking, what is this? Did they get the final thing that they needed from me? Are they jailbreaking my mind to get certain information? What the fuck are they doing? With the hovering thing, the flying object, a summer ago or whatever, those things were flying back and forth all night. So it's just like that. It's like I've been robbed. It's like a shell of a life left here. But I'm feeling very good. I'm not feeling depressed. I'm not feeling afraid. I'm not feeling sad. I've actually deep in the core of me. And, I'm just you know, I don't want to say simple or whatever, but it's almost like somebody just came and consumed my image and everything and left me with nothing. You see what I'm saying? From somebody that, it's just not the same. I feel robbed. But I feel like some of this stuff had to happen or whatever for me to hard. But it's almost like somebody is trying to make me hard in my heart. And it's almost making it seem like maybe even whoever I was connected to, they think that my heart is hardened. But actually, these people have blocked communication with, they may still have that person able to spy on me or look at me. I've never been able to spy on them, but I knew that there was some kind of communication going on there. But I always knew that they had more of an advantage to it. They had a more vantage point or whatever on it. Yeah. And I feel like maybe even they went a little bit of a step further, possibly. And I feel like, again, I'm speaking this because I'm sensing that one of these masculines was in danger within the past week or today or something, or, could be, or something's happened here. But that's very strange about that whole party thing. It's just like, okay, now this girl seems that I'm just saying, allegedly, if low key, this is what's going on, right? It's almost like somebody tried to bribe me with that, maybe some type of exposure or something. But when they noticed that I was not going to budge or be subdued, or I was just too straight and narrow when it comes to my opinions on what's going on in society and whatever, okay, that then they switched off to this energy. And I think that's the idol that they chose to back, because her appearance has changed drastically, right? She looks more like I did 2 years ago. Do you not understand what I'm saying? Her actions are more like mine 2 years ago. So to learn the language, if you look that term up in etymology, it's a robbery. What they're talking about in the Bible with Moab and Moshe and them coming in there making these laws for these people and doing these things. It's almost like, could these people have been coming in and installing cameras? Did they pay off this person in these Pandora papers and they have money hiding somewhere because they took some money in order to install cameras or to trade me in or to something of this nature? Okay. Because it stems back to that conversation yesterday that they were secretly having here about me. And they said something about get mom checked in, and he said it's too late. And I was thinking, why is it too late? But today but just the next day you were still saying something about, I think we need to get you checked out. See, this is the shit that I don't like, because I don't like when people try to undermine somebody and take it. So if anything, that is the part that makes me wonder, what are you really doing behind the scenes? Because you know damn well you've been always like, mom is always right. Man, how did you know that about this guy? Man, how did you know this? You always knew that I had these particular gifts. It just ain't never been on this level. It's never been amplified like this. And that's another reason that lets me know that something is off close to home. So it's almost like he was going back to work a week ago or 2 weeks ago or whatever. And then the blood pressure thing came in, but he had stopped being such a busybody like a week before that. It made me feel like he was trying to stay away from something. Went to get the test. They said no, even though the numbers were okay. Now it seems like he was still trying to stay away from something. And then go back today. And then all of a sudden, it's a go. Oh, going back to work tomorrow. Oh, you are? Oh, okay. And I was joking like, oh, the White House? You need to get checked out. You need to get, it's very offensive. And it's almost like whatever's going on, it's like these people are in a short, even if the person ain't involved, they just know of something. It's like this surety, that is this smug, like cut. That's what pisses me off. That's the part that pisses me off. And also people go, and then also this person not knowing nothing about computers or YouTube or anything, but all of a sudden, my laptop is missing the tracking device that nobody is admitting is on the car, but it is. Okay. The fact that this person don't know nothing about the internet without asking me to do it every single time. And it's almost like, did you let somebody else? Are you letting a bitch in my missing items that I work with my home businesses?